Top job interview mistakes to avoid. According to educationdate.org, approximately 3.9 million students graduated last year, and according to the same survey, in 2019, 35% of the U.S. population will have completed 4 or more years of college, compared to 4.6% of the population in 1940 who had a college degree or higher. With an increasing number of people graduating each year and a steady stream of graduates applying for the same jobs, the chances of securing a well-paying job without the right knowledge are slim at best. The number of new graduates exceeds the number of available jobs, creating an imbalance between supply and demand. If you like the video and want to help us continue creating interesting content, we kindly ask you to consider the idea of subscribing to our channel and making a donation to support us. Your support is precious to us and will allow us to continue growing and improving our channel. You can do it here below, through the appropriate buttons, subscribe, and thanks. Most large employers have very rigorous application processes, and only a few candidates succeed out of many. As mentioned, finding a job is currently very difficult, and you should not waste the opportunity once you are called for an interview. So, what should you do? What mistakes should you avoid? Today, we will discuss some of the mistakes people tend to make during interviews so that you can avoid them during your next interview. 1. Dress to impress. First impressions are made in just 7 seconds. Before examining your qualifications, recruiters will judge you based on your appearance, your attire, and your manner of speaking. Your appearance may not be as important, but it is. If you wear a clean suit and tie and polished shoes, make sure you are dressed appropriately for the job. Dressing appropriately demonstrates professionalism and attention to detail and helps the employer recognize you as suitable for the job. 2. Lack of research. One of the most serious mistakes is not having done research on a company. Often, we see candidates who do not know the basic information about a company, its activities, and its goals. Before attending an interview, it is necessary to research the following: the company's vision and mission. Every company has a mission and certain goals that are reflected in the vision. Values are the rules and guidelines that the company follows, and it is useful to provide 2 or 3 personal or professional examples related to these values. For example, teamwork is a value that companies have, and when you are asked to talk about yourself, you can state that you are a great team player and conclude by talking about significant examples. This can be done by telling a brief story, such as one where you and your former colleague found a solution that saved your former boss thousands of unnecessary costs. To better understand the values, it is necessary to look at them from a deeper perspective. Generally, people with similar interests tend to get along, and people welcome people of the same religion, caste, ethnicity, and race. If you are applying for a job in marketing, you need to know the latest trends prevailing in the marketing world. It is also essential to understand the context of the industry, and it is crucial to be able to conduct research on financial statements, know profit margins, and identify the company's performance compared to the industry. Understanding the interviewer's tastes and preferences and using examples based on such tastes and preferences will set you apart from other candidates. 3. Not updating your resume. You might be lucky enough to be called for an interview with a sparse or mediocre resume, but this does not mean you should not touch up or make changes to your resume before going to the interview. It is important to check that your resume does not contain grammatical and writing errors. You do not want to embarrass the interviewer by finding silly grammatical errors during the interview. Resume length. It should normally be 1 page, but if you still find the need to add details, you should go up to 2 pages but no more. The interviewer usually has a full schedule and may only glance at your resume, flipping through a few pages. The idea of having to flip through some pages can discourage the interviewer. Let us know about your practical experience regarding today's topic by writing it in the comments. And do not hesitate to ask questions, we will respond to the best of our ability. Do not forget to share your opinion with us and leave a comment. If you also leave a like, it would be great. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video.